Lavina Tandon and Jonathan Gilbert are joining us now from London to walk us through what's going on at the moment. I want to first begin with Lavina right there. Lavina, what is your sense right now? All right, Lavina will join us in moments from now. Let's go to Gilbert at the moment. Gilbert, what's your sense? Rishi Sunak clearly emerging as the front runner now. If you could just walk our viewers through the numbers at the moment and why Rishi Sunak has the higher amount of support compared to the other contender in the fray.
Yeah, I'll gladly walk you through the numbers. I mean, look, this is literally a ticking clock. Get your watch out and set your watch for 3 hours and 20 minutes from now. That will be 2 p.m. local time, and that's when the candidates have to declare that they have or have not received 100 nominations amongst the 350-odd Conservative MPs in Parliament. If the answer is yes, then it goes to a membership ballot, which is another one of these awful 4-day-long bloodletting sessions. If Penny Mordaunt has not achieved her 100 nominees by 2 p.m., then Rishi Sunak is de facto, by default, the new British Prime Minister, the Prime Minister of Great Britain and Northern Ireland, which, as you say, is an absolutely extraordinary event in and of itself, the first ever person of Indian descent to hold the highest office in the land. Now, you asked me about the numbers. The numbers are very simple. Rishi has 147, I think was the last count, declared supporters. Penny Mordaunt had only 25 odd declared supporters. But this was last night before Boris Johnson pulled out. And there isn't a running tally. It's not like a ticker tape. We don't get to count each individual MP as they sign up to each candidate. So what's going to happen, I suspect, is that we're just going to be held on tenterhooks until 2 p.m. and then we will there and then discover if Penny Mordaunt has her 100 MPs or not. If she has enough nominees to get her over the line, then we're going to go into a completely different arena, a different battleground. This will be a battle for the hearts and minds of Conservative Party members, which I've been saying all morning is a completely different battle. Sunak has the MPs sewn up. Of that, there is no doubt. But if this goes to the Tory party members, it's going to be a completely different story. They didn't like him when he fought against Liz Truss. Those are the same people who are going to be voting for him now. So it's by no means a fait accompli. So we're going to have to wait until 2 p.m. And really, I'm chewing my nails here.
Oh, no, you know, as they say, may the best horse always go ahead and win. So we're going to wait and watch for that one. But I just want to understand, what is the reason, Gilbert, that Penny is trailing as compared to Rishi Sunak in this game?
It's very simple because, as I was saying earlier, there are essentially two constituencies here, and neither of them is the general electorate. So I'm a member of the public. I don't get to vote in this election. There are two separate elections. The first one is amongst MPs only. Now, the MPs like Rishi Sunak. He's already been Chancellor. He's proven himself to be exceptionally competent fiscally and financially, and that's exactly what MPs want in terms of stabilizing the country's financial situation and also reassuring the electorate as well. These MPs, they have a job. Their job is to represent their constituents. And if they get thrown out in the next election, then essentially they've lost their job. So what they want is the candidate who is the most likely to appeal to the electorate and the candidate that is most likely to stabilize the markets. Were it down to the MPs, Sunak would be PM already, but it's not down to them, because if Penny Mordaunt gets over the line with 100 nominees, and obviously there are a lot of MPs out there who are ideologically opposed to Rishi Sunak, they dislike him because of the way, because of his role in unseating Boris Johnson. They may dislike him for other reasons as well. If they get Penny Mordaunt over the line, then it goes to a completely different electorate. The electorate, as I keep saying, of this very small cohort of Tory party members, largely elderly white males. And if it goes to them, then Mordaunt is definitely in with a chance. Let's not rule her out until 2 p.m.
Oh, yes, absolutely. Thanks so much, Gilbert, for that. Continue to be with us right here. Lavina also joins us from London now. Lavina, doesn't look like Penny, despite not having the support that Rishi has, she hasn't thrown in the towel just as yet.
No, and she wouldn't. And this is her very good and best chance to be the Prime Minister and someone who has not been out there for very long. And her name has been, she almost was at the top at the beginning of the last season. So, yes, we cannot rule out Penny. But can I just say that Preeti Patel and Michael Gove wasn't a huge supporter of Rishi Sunak, and Preeti Patel has never been. Even they have now publicly come to support Rishi Sunak. And I think the idea is to not only secure the job, but also to secure the party and to give a united front for the party and for the country, because it is the country, the inflation, the cost of living that is really suffering, and people are almost exhausted of this entire process, sending down very bad image and reflection of Tory party as such already, when the other two parties are insisting, and many other regional parties insisting for a general election, and which is why Boris also stepped down in some way, because the privilege committee investigation that is going on for him could have pulled him down by Christmas if he was found guilty. So all of these factors are playing into the fact Rishi is in the right place at the right time. But of course, we cannot rule Penny out. It's 3 more hours, if I'm right, about 10:30, 11 o'clock, and we would know what is happening. Is Rishi being coronated, or is it going to contest when he's more likely to lose?
Thanks so much, Jonathan Gilbert, Lavina Tandon, both of you for joining us on this broadcast. We're going to keep coming back to you because this is the hot story right now at the moment.